Hello everyone and welcome to AI Sciences. I'm your instructor Shahryar Hussain and we are going to learn about AWS. So let's get started. What is AWS? AWS, also known as Amazon Web Services, is a cloud provider. That means you don't have to interact with the local storage while using it, right? And AWS, they provide you with servers and services that you can use on demand and scale easily. Now, no doubt, AWS has revolutionized IT over time. Like at first, when it was launched, it was a standalone service, but now it has multiple services within it. So, how do we get started with AWS? Like, what are we supposed to do? So, obviously, we're supposed to create an account on Amazon Web Services console. So, for that, I'm going to go to my browser Chrome. I'm going to write aws.amazon.com. Yeah, and from here I am going to sign in or sign up. Since I already have an account, I am going to sign in, but you are if you do not have an account, you are supposed to sign up. For that, you have to click on it. All right, and create a new AWS account. Over here you are supposed to provide your email address and account name, and then you are supposed to verify email address. For that purpose, they will send you a verification code, and you just have to verify it. All right, afterwards they will be asking your address and all the information they require. And in the end, I'm telling you that this course, it's supposed to be free. All right, you do not have to pay for anything, but Amazon Web Services, they will ask you for your credit or debit card. Do not worry, they will hold like $1 just for the verification purpose, and once you have been verified, that payment will be returned. All right, it will be a minor payment like $1. All right, so since I have an account, I am going to sign in. Now I'm going to provide my password, which I am not supposed to tell you guys. Okay, let's sign in. Alright, so as you can see, we have successfully created our root account within AWS, and we have these recently visited services over here. We have this AWS Health and welcome to AWS narration bar. So what are we supposed to next? Now we are supposed to create an IAM user within this root account, but how are we supposed to do that? I'm going to tell you that. Well, if you give me a moment, just a moment please. Yeah, so what is IAM? So IAM is Identity and Access Management, and it is a global service. All right. Now most of the services within the AWS, they are regionally scoped. All right. Like some of the services that might be available in your region might not be available in another region, right? But this IAM is a global service which you can use in any region. Okay. So we are supposed to create an IAM user from the root account. All right, root account is not supposed to be used or shared all the time. All right, so now users, what are users and what are groups? I'm going to tell you that. So let's say that I'm going to use the pen for this. Give me a moment. So let's say we have 3 users. We have Alice, we have Bob, and we have Charles. And then we have again 2 users. We have Edward and we have David, and then we have Fred. Now, these 3 users, Alice, Bob, and Charles, they belong to one group. Let's say the group developers, right? And this Edward and David, they belong to another group known as the group operation. Now, Fred over here, he doesn't belong to any group, but it doesn't mean that he is not a user. He is still a user, right? And every user has a permission. So what are we going to do is, for example, let's say we have another group. We have the group audit team, right? Pardon me for my bad writing. All right. So let's say we have this Charles and Edward. They belong to this group audit team, right? Now Charles also belongs to this group developers, and he also belongs to this group audit team. And Edward belongs to this group operation, and he also belongs to this group audit team. Now let's say a permission, which we also call as policy, is given to this group. Let's say this group developers. Let's say I have given it the permission of the admin access, right? So if I give permission to this group, it means that permission is inherited within all these three users that belong to this group. Okay, if I'm associating this permission admin access with group developers, it means this permission would also be associated with Charles, with Bob, and with Alice. All right. Now, same is the case for the group operation. If I give it a permission of like any permission, just a minute. Yeah, so that permission will be associated with Edward and David as well. But if I give a permission to Fred, now Fred does not belong to any group, but he is a user. So this user will only possess this one permission. But talking about this another group, we had audit team. Now Charles belongs to this audit team who belongs to another group as well, and Edward belongs to this audit team who belongs to another group as well. Now Edward will possess the permission from operations as well, and he will possess the permission from audit team as well. I'm sorry for the mess, but I hope you caught my point. All right, Charles over here will possess the permission from group developers as well, and he will possess the permission from this audit team as well. So it means Alice and Bob, they will have only one permission from group developers, but Charles, he is a part of this group, but he possesses two permissions. He possesses permission from group developers and from group audit team as well. So that was my point behind creating all this mess. I'm going to clear this out for now. So don't worry, do not panic about it. We are going to do a practical implementation of it. Let's get started with that. So coming back to it, where is it? Yeah, this was it. So we have this AWS root account, and now we are supposed to create an IAM user account. I am going to this IAM. If you do not see it over here, do not panic. You can also search for it over here, right? And go over here. Let's wait. So I'm gonna go to users over here, and as you can see, I already have 4 users, but I'm going to create another user. Let's just initiate it again. So let's say the name of this username, this user will be Sana, okay, and I want Sana to be password protected, right? I'm gonna add a custom password. Let's add any password, which I am not going to tell you. And we do not need this one, right? Like user must create a new password at next sign in. I don't want that, so I'm going to uncheck this, and let's move on next. Now I am going to create a group for this user over here, right? I'm going to click this button, and let's say I want Sana to be in this group engineering, right? Okay, and I want Sana to have like these are the policies. I want Sana to have the administrator access. All right, let's create the group. Now if you go next, we have this tags. Now what does it mean? It has a key and a value. So for example, the key can be anything like department, right? And I can add it like engineering. Okay, so this is the purpose of the key. Like you can basically track it, such as you can add any description, such as a job title or anything. But for now, I'm going to leave it blank. I just wanted to tell you about it. Let's go next. So here's a review. We have this username Sana, and it is password protected, right? And it belongs to this group engineering, okay? And there is no permission boundary set, all right? So I'm going to create this user over here. And all right, so as you can see, you successfully created the user as shown below. So I have this user Sana, and I can also download this CSV so that the information is saved. If I go to it, I can see that this username Sana is over here, and there is a console login link. Now what is this? I'm going to tell you that. So if I go back to AWS and then again back to IAM, so over here you can see at this right side we have this AWS account, and we have this account ID, whatever these numbers are, difficult for me to understand. Now we have this account alias. Now what is account alias? That is the main thing. Now account alias basically means that you are cloning your account, okay? There is another reference to your account, like it is not easy for you to always go with the account ID. So basically you are cloning your account, and you can name it your way. Like for me, I have given it this name, Shahryar hyphen AWS hyphen v2. All right, you can name it anything. So I'm gonna go back. Okay, now we have this user, which was Sana. But how do we sign in through that user? If you see over here, we have this root account. All right, because over here it doesn't say anywhere that this is an IAM user, and the user Sana is not shown anywhere. All right, even over here. So we just have to copy this sign in URL for as you can see over here, it is written sign in URL for IAM users in this account. And now we are supposed to log in. Now AWS doesn't allow you to open multiple tabs for different users. So what we are going to do is we are going to open this incognito tab, and I'm gonna paste this URL over here. Give me a moment. Alright, so as you can see over here, we could write account ID, or we could write account alias. We have Shahryar hyphen AWS hyphen v2. I'm gonna add this username Sana, and I'm gonna add the password I set for it. Let's sign in. All right, and let me switch to the new console home. Okay, so as you can see over here at the right side, it is written Sana at Shahryar hyphen AWS hyphen v2. And if you open it up, you can see over here it is written IAM user Sana. So basically we have now logged in successfully in as an IAM user. All right, so that was all about it. We learned how to create a root account. We learned how to create the IAM user account. We know the difference between it, and we know the procedure to do that, right? So that's all about it. If you liked this video, if you learned something out of it, please like the video and please subscribe our channel AI Sciences, and I hope to see you soon. Until then, have a good day.